Here you go. Threw it offshore. Boy, snapped it. You there? Howdy. What y'all doing? So you're probably wondering, you know, what type of reel should I have? Should I have a left-handed reel? Should I have a right-handed reel? And the short answer is, it doesn't matter. The long answer is, you know, really you're gonna have to learn the way you like to fish, the favorite techniques you're gonna have, and what you're gonna like doing more until you really determine what type of reel you want in your hand. So like me, I started out with the Texas rig, you know, Texas rig till I die. And I always had that technique in mind. So now I graduated to a jig, or I'm throwing a jig all the time. Well, I learned that I like to have my left-handed reels, you know, when I'm doing that type of technique, because you pitch it out there, you know, you let it fall to wherever you want, and when you grab the rod, your left hand is already directly on the handles, so you can set the hook and start reeling right away. Let's say you get bit on the fall and you got to start doing that right away. Well, you're already ready. But if you're right-handed, or you have a right-handed reel, throw it out there, you let it get to your depth. Well, you got to switch the rod to your left hand and start reeling with your right, because the handles are on the right hand side. So that's just something you're going to learn, something you're going to decide what you like more. And kind of don't let nobody tell you that there's a right or wrong way to do anything in fishing. You know, you're going to learn that about a lot of techniques and a lot of things when it comes to fishing. You know, you're going to be able to put your stamp and your color on all the techniques that you do. You know, if your best buddy does it some way and he catches 10 fish that way, then good for him. You know, you go and try to do the same thing and you get skunked all the time. So really, you're just going to learn what you like to do and your favorite techniques and how you like to do it. You know, for instance, when I'm not flipping and pitching, or, you know, throwing something that's pretty much on the bottom, let's say I'm cranking or throwing a big swim bait, I actually like to have a reel that's right-handed, because, you know, when I'm throwing a crank, you know, I can, with my right hand, I can keep it down in that zone longer and quicker because it's my dominant hand. You know, when I have the broomstick and I have the big swim bait going down there, well, I'm not really worried about it getting bit right away. You know, you got to let it sink to the zone you want it to. So, you know, for those two techniques, I actually use right-handed reels. So like I said, everybody's different. You know, I guess I'm kind of ambidextrous and I like to do both. I have, you know, both on the deck of the boat, and it's just depending on how they're biting that day. But, you know, moral of the story is, don't let nobody tell you there's a right or wrong way to be doing things, especially when you're fishing.